So I figured that after a year of videos, it was probably around about time to start being real. Because a lot of what I've said up until now on my videos has left a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouths, um, and has pissed off a lot of people. And although I'm not going to say that I meant what I said, I just don't have a great ability to say what I mean very well. I hope that made sense. So I'm going to try and explain me. I'm going to tell you what I'm like as a person. You can like me or you can hate me, but that's me. Deal with it. I don't like offending people because although I know I shouldn't, I do care quite a lot about what other people think about me. And although I can pretend when I need to that I don't give a crap and I put on this whole bravado, actually, it does get to me a bit sometimes. So, yeah, that's me. Um, I like Twilight quite a bit. It got me through a difficult patch and gave me something to cling on to. And although I know that to a certain extent I can't cling on to it forever, at the moment I'm happy to bury my head in it until I find something to help me climb out of the pit that I've dug myself into. And I'm getting there. Any help is appreciated, by the way. Um, I know that people make fun of me, and I can deal with that because I've had that for a long time. Because I know that my appearance isn't the appearance that most people aim for, and I know that it's going to have to change for the sake of my health and my sanity. And again, any help much appreciated. I'm 22 years old. I was born in Kent, in Tunbridge Wells, um, and I moved house at a very young age with my mum due to family problems, which I can't really go into. Um, I grew up in Scotland in a city called Perth until I was about 11, and then my mum met someone who decided that it was better to move me away and give me an Oxford education, which I am not remotely happy about. Um, I left school after I got out of year 11 because I didn't want to be bullied anymore. Gave up and walked away from the bullies and went to college. Didn't have very good grades because I hated school so much. And I went to college and I did a BTEC first diploma in performing arts for a year. And I was told at the end of that year not to come back unless I lost weight. And again, I backed out and walked away, which I'm getting quite good at. And I don't like doing it because I don't like to back down. It makes me feel weak. And I don't like to feel weak. I like to feel strong. And I only feel strong when I stand my ground, which is something I'm trying to do more of, especially with YouTube, because it's the one thing in my life that I really have control over. Well, not the one thing. I have control over most of the things in my life, almost everything in my life, but it's easier to control YouTube because I don't have to deal with it all the time. I have to deal with everything all the time, so it's easier to shut that out. Again, not healthy, but I'm getting there. Well, somehow. Left the course, went into full time work, and I've been working ever since. Been in my current job for almost 3 years, and it's an alright job. I sell phones and I sell all kinds of other stuff relating to phones. Um, I have a lot of respect for a lot of people on YouTube because I think that they have achieved something that is very difficult to achieve, that I didn't think was that difficult to achieve, but that it turns out is really quite difficult to achieve. Respect from people who don't know you is something very difficult to get because they will be very honest with you whether or not they like you. Um, because they don't feel like they have to be in any way loyal to you. They don't feel like they owe you anything. People who people who aren't face to face with you will give you the truth because they don't feel like they have to be nice to you because they have no reason to be nice to you because you're not gonna go to their country and beat the crap out of them. So yeah. Um, for that reason, I am hugely grateful to those few people, whether it be a small percentage of my subscriber base or not, that have taken the time to say something nice, because it makes a big difference. I live in a little city in Scotland called Gretna. It's that place where people go to get married, and I've lived here for just over 2 years. It was 2 years in March, and I have a flat which I rent by myself. I live by myself, and it's alright. I quite like going to Twilight conventions. I've been to one so far, and I plan to go to another one in October, and possibly more this year, depending on whether or not I can afford it, because I'm not minted, because that's life. I like food. I really like food. I quite like food that I don't think most fat people like, to be honest. I don't get that, really. I like drinking Coke, and I like all the usual fast food and stuff, but given the option between a kebab or a pizza or a pint of Coke, I think I would probably go for half and half. I think I would probably go for a pint of Coke and then some healthy-ish food, but just lots of it. I tend to have more healthy food than less unhealthy food, if that makes any sense, which probably isn't the best way to do it. I have a very, very big personality, and although I used to think that that was something that would change one day, I've come to accept that that's just the way I am. And although I get a lot of stick for it, it's something that you just have to move on with and get over. When I get excited about something, I feel the need to share that with everybody. It really builds up inside me. It's like this huge bomb, and it has to explode. It has to come out. Simple, because keeping that locked up inside is like putting a hand grenade in one of my ears and just pulling the pin out, and it's just not right. It just needs to come out. I need to jump up and down and scream and act like a complete idiot in order to make myself feel better. And I really enjoy doing it as well, hence the craziness. So yeah, that's pretty much me. I like cats. I'd quite like to have a pet snake one day. Quite like dogs. Not too keen on spiders. They kind of creep me out. And, well, yeah, there's something heavy in every room within reach, put it that way. My house is a complete mess because I don't like cleaning. Pisses me off. I have a fridge magnet that says, "I'm really sorry you missed my house. It was clean last week." I have another fridge magnet that says, "If you want the best seat in the house, you're going to have to move the cat." And I believe that cats make a house a home. House can't be a home without a cat. I don't think so, anyway. My aspirations in life are to become an actress. I want to act, whether it be on stage, in TV, in films, whatever. As long as I'm acting, I'll be happy. But I don't want to do that until I've lost weight, so it's my little thing to hide behind. And I've got lots of people pushing me to go and do it, go to college. And I've applied to go to college this year, but I don't think I'm going to get in because I've applied a bit too late. But then there's always next year, and that gives me plenty of time to sort my life out. So yeah, that's me. If you didn't like me before, you're probably going to like me even less now, but that's just me. I want to be able to say that I have respect from people on YouTube, and I want you guys to tell me how to get there, because I don't want to be hated. I don't like being hated. I don't think anybody likes being hated. Some of you will want to know why I'm making this video. Some of you will ask me if it's because I regret the videos that I've made. Well, no, I don't regret them because I don't like to regret things. I don't feel like anything that I said was wrong in any way, but I feel that maybe I didn't achieve what I meant to say very well. It didn't come across right, and as a result that's left me with a bit of a mess to clean up, which I am now trying to do. So if you have a question to ask me, ask me. Go to my Twitter and ask me a question. Send me a YouTube message. Send me an email message, nuttymadam@gmail.com. Ask me a question. I will answer it if I can. If it's not a stupid, abusive question, I will answer it. So yeah, that's me. Bye.